Hello, this is PG. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Dying Light, the following Enhanced Edition. The game is available on PC and consoles. Dying Light is an open world first person survival horror game developed by Techland. The Enhanced Edition features the base game, the following DLC, and the Bozak Horde, which unlocks a new area of the map. Okay, gameplay. Well, it's a first-person horror experience set in a city in the midst of a viral outbreak. The virus has turned the population into flesh-eating zombies, and it's your job to figure out what's going on. The game features a day-night cycle, and unlike other games, this cycle actually has meaning. At night, the feral zombies come out to play, and they are some of the most terrifying moments in any game I've played. One of the main features of Dying Light is the ability to use your parkour skills to jump around the rooftops of the city. It's fluid, dynamic, and really satisfying in terms of getting around. The game does feature ranged combat with firearms and bows, but for the most part, it's a melee experience. You can craft, upgrade, and use a variety of different things to bash in those pesky zombie brains. Loot is the name of the game, and the more things you find, the better your chances of survival will be. This loot is also essential for crafting. Your stats improve with every action that you complete in a certain category, so the more parkour or the more fighting you do hand to hand, the better those abilities will become. Honestly, it's a great system. It keeps your progression relevant to what you actually do in the game. The weapons now, they can be modified too with certain elements like electricity, poison, and I have to say, killing zombies in this game, it's got to be one of the most fun things in any game I've played over the last sort of 10 years or so. Weapon durability, that is a slight issue though in the game. Most weapons break eventually, but it's not like that bad. The enemy variety is pretty cool, from the classic George Romero type zombies to runners, exploding types, spitters, behemoths, etc. But it is not just the undead that you have to contend with, no. You've also got to deal with humans, and these lead to some hand-to-hand skirmishes that prove to be incredibly intense. It's like fighting in a phone booth at times, as you fend off hostile groups in dark, narrow corridors, and it is just unbelievably tense, but really satisfying. Now, the game world has communities, you can visit them to gain bounties, to have a chat, you can buy and sell, and it does give you a little bit of respite from the dangers of the city. Aside from the main game, you've got a zombie mode, which is, pretty cool, not my favourite, but it's there. It also features online co-op, which is a hell of a lot of fun, and as I said earlier, the game features the DLC, which is called The Following. This takes place after the base game, in a sort of more open, rural type area. You've got vehicles too, it's something that certainly adds value to the package. And there's also the Bozak Horde, which is featured in this Enhanced Edition. This takes place in the stadium in the city. It's got lots of challenges, new stuff to take on, and it just adds a little bit of value. Visually, the game, I'd say it's pretty impressive, with an atmospheric city to explore, creepy zombies to vanquish, and a nice flow with the parkour. Saying that, anyone who suffers from motion sickness might have some minor issues with the camera movement in terms of the parkour, but the menus do have some options that can alleviate these things. In terms of the audio, very good indeed. In particular, I have to say the ambient sound. Like, you'll be exploring the city, you'll hear a very subtle sound, follow it, and it will end up leading to something cool. It really does add a sense of immersion, especially in this apocalyptic city. The music also very atmospheric. Voice acting is a bit 50-50, there are some characters that are well voice acted, there are others that you just think, where's the quality? But it is what it is, it's hit and miss. Anyway, What is the verdict? Dying Light Enhanced Edition is an enjoyable, open-world zombie survival game with satisfying combat, a great ambient atmosphere, and some very cool parkour elements. Yes, perhaps the story is a bit tired and the weapons are a little bit too fragile, especially in the early stages, but on the whole, it's a really fun experience with some really truly horrific moments during the deadly nights. On the whole, it's a good game with definite room for improvement, but I would say it's worth playing through if you're a zombie survival fan. Anyway, scoring, Dying Light, the following Enhanced Edition gets 8 out of 10. That was the review. Thank you for watching. This is PG, signing off. Cheers.